Hello, my name is Mateo Calderon. I just wanted to talk a little bit about myself and why I want to go to Chautauqua this summer. So to start off, my parents are from Colombia. They are immigrants. So is my sister. They were all born in Bogota. A couple years in my sister's life, they moved to Puerto Rico, where I was born. Because my dad's job, they ended up moving there, and then a couple years after that, they moved to Florida. Boca Raton, Florida, to be specific. And then 5 years later, we moved to Texas. So I was kind of bouncing around a lot, to be honest. But I think that my main hometown, I would say, I'm very proud. I'm very proud to say, Houston, Texas. I was very fortunate to live in Texas because I remember the original dream of my parents, mostly my dad, was that I would become a professional soccer player to represent the Colombian team. And I lived that dream for maybe a couple years in Little League soccer, coached by my father. And I didn't really see that panning out very well. So once I moved out of Florida or moved to Texas, I ended up quitting soccer. I couldn't really find a program or anything either, so that didn't really help. And thankfully, Texas had a really good music education system. So around every public school, like where I was growing up, they would make you choose to be an orchestra, band, choir, theater, or even art too. But I'm not much of an artist, musically yes, but not, I guess, physical art. And so I had like a choice between band, orchestra, choir, theater. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I turned on the TV, and like the day before I chose, I ended up watching this cartoon called Adventure Time. I don't know if any of you guys have heard that show, but there's this character called Jake the dog, who is in fact the dog, and he has magical powers, and he can talk, he can do all these things, and one of his powers is includes playing the viola. Actually, I just watched a random episode, and he ended up playing the viola, and I love the show so much, and I love the character so much that I decided to choose that. And years later, I guess a decade now, I'm still playing the viola, and I've grown to love it a lot. So I'm just very fortunate to be able to, I guess, look at a cartoon to choose my career. Right now, I'm currently at the Eastman School of Music, studying under Professor Rostad. I did my undergraduate degree at the University of Michigan with Professor Code, and I guess one of the biggest reasons I want to go to Chautauqua is because both of these mentors and other ones in my life, and just colleagues all around, have been telling me that the Chataqua program is amazing, just very intense, and you learn all this repertoire, and being able to have the guidance of Professor Ramsey as well would, I think, really push me towards like the career path that I want. I've heard great things about her, and I would be very honored to be in her studio and to learn from her. One of my main goals in life is to be an orchestral musician. I want to be in the best orchestra I can be, and be the best player I can be. And I think that studying under Professor Ramsey and being at Chautauqua would just elevate my playing and my knowledge over the orchestral world. So I'd just be very honored to be there. Why? I guess a little fun fact about me. Um, I played a little bit of electric viola back in the day, like a year ago. For 2 years, I still have it in my closet. I haven't had the opportunity to whip it out in a while, but yeah, I did a band. We were called Mahogany. It was a school jazz, like our student run jazz band that I ended up actually forming with a couple of my friends and people throughout the music school. And we would gig around Ann Arbor and Detroit, and doing music ranging from R&B, country. We did a little bit of bluegrass. We did a lot of pops tunes. We made our own originals, and yeah, it was a really strange circumstance, because I just didn't really ever expect myself to be playing electric viola, and I never expected to be playing electric viola in front of anyone. So it was really strange, but it was really beneficial to, I guess, me as a person and me as a musician, because I learned a lot about improvisation. All of my band members were jazz majors at Michigan, and so I learned a lot from them, and I ended up actually taking a bunch of jazz classes after that, just because it just interested me so much. And I think that improv just like helped me become a lot more creative with my phrasing and my technique, but also just like, I think that if you can play something that isn't even there, that you're making up on the spot, it's a lot easier to be able to go up in front of an audience and play something that's on a page. Obviously, it's a lot more complicated than that, but it really helped me just like get over, or I guess improve on my performance anxiety. And yeah, I had a blast. I met my best friends there, and I really I really loved the experience. I loved mahogany. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me. Thank you so much for listening. I would really be honored to be at Chataqua, and I hope to hear back from you guys. Thank you so much.